All right, welcome everybody. This is the Night Watch, or at least
What's
two-thirds
up?
of it. Colin may be joining us later. Oh, so
Yeah, long week.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody,
Some longer than the rest of us.
indeed. I've been
So,
a little jet lagged, I guess you could say. But other than that, I'm doing all right.
so you and I got some pretty cool shit this week.
Fuck yes, we did.
I think you need
Uh,
to show yours first.
which one?
All of them.
The
All of them.
all right.
There's kind of a theme to it.
There is a theme of just awesome shit. I don't even know. Well, besides the like 30 comic books I got.
Yeah.
Um, this past not this weekend, but the weekend before, I went to Fan Expo,
Hmm.
which was fucking awesome. I mean, like, dude, even when you went to like just chill and sit at a table, they had live band playing at like all times. So it was awesome. It
That's
was
different. I've never experienced that before with a
me
con.
neither, man. And dude, it was so funny because he like the singer would like in between things would be like, "So what'd y'all come out for?" And my daughter, being the smart ass she was like, "To listen to you play." And he's like, "I love you, thank you." And she was just like, "I was just kidding. I don't even know who these guys are." And I'm like, "I know."
Yeah.
But all right. So 1 second, I gotta reach behind me.
Yeah, Jared outdid me quite a bit this week. I only got one thing because I'm broke as fuck. So
You what?
I said I only got one thing because I was broke as fuck
All
because
right.
I got Hot Toys coming in.
Dude, it's a sacrifice you got to make, especially for nice fucking badass figures
Yeah.
like that. You know, it's completely understandable. So, um, what was I gonna say? My happiest find, well, it wasn't really a find I did. Was the clerk signings, dude.
Yeah.
Was the autographs? They're around here someplace. Like I said, man, my office is a mess from like just putting shit in here the past 2 weeks. Like I got shit everywhere. Like I
Yeah,
said, it
I'm
looks like
I'm downsizing myself. Like
yeah.
a lot of my legends I'm getting rid of.
Right.
And I'm getting rid of Goliath.
You're getting rid of Goliath.
I decided I'm not going to continue with that line because I want to do the Universal Monsters instead.
Do it, dude. I've heard they're fucking definitely worth it, man. Um, man, if I would have known that, I saw the Mummy last night at a GameStop.
Well, there's a mummy at Walmart right now, and next time I go there, I'm probably going to hide it until I get money again. And I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah.
sure there's a Frankenstein at a Entertain Mart, and it's for
Okay.
retail too. And actually looked at Big Bad Toy Store, and they got a accessory pack for both the Mummy and Frankenstein. Frankenstein comes with a table that he
Yeah.
lays on, an extra head with a
No
wrap
shit.
around it, and he comes with a blanket that goes over him. And the Mummy comes with the
Wow.
actual sarcophagus that looks like a pharaoh's sarcophagus.
Ooh. I've
So
seen
I'm gonna
a.
go all in on this shit. I mean, it's
I've
fairly affordable too. It's not that
yeah.
much.
Oh no, dude. It's they're
And I
pretty.
know Bela Lugosi's Dracula has been announced, and so
Yeah.
has I think the Invisible Man,
And
but they're not on
I
pre-order yet. They're not on.
Wolfman's out too, ain't they? Ain't he?
I got them right here.
Oh, dude, he's sick.
This is the one that
Yes.
got me into it. I mean,
Hell
the
yeah, dude.
figure's outstanding. The only minor issue is getting him to stand up, but the little stand he comes with helps.
Right.
But he comes with the human hands, the human feet, comes with Lon Chaney Jr.'s face, was actually looks resembles Lon Chaney Jr.
Right. That's what's up, dude.
That's
That
my
is
favorite
badass.
Universal monster of all time, and
Yeah.
I just kind of did a deep dive, kind of refresher my memory on it. And
Hell
Lon
yeah.
Chaney Jr. was actually the only one to play almost all the Universal monsters at one point.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he played
I didn't even know
Frankenstein,
that.
he played Dracula, and he played the Mummy.
Damn. I did
Yeah,
not know that.
I didn't either until
That is
I
that's
looked at. I'm like, holy fuck, dude,
um
this guy will do anything, just like his dad.
I don't remember which Walmart it was, but I seen they had the Universal Monster movies and like a special pack.
Yeah, I got the Wolfman version. It comes with every movie that he was in, even the Abbott and Costello one.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Damn.
a big Abbott and Costello fan. Anyway, they were like the original
All
comedy
right.
duo.
But yeah, they was like the first, well, like they they didn't do certain things, but they were like
Yeah.
the beginning of the comedy duo. Without them,
Hmm.
we probably wouldn't have like a
They're the
Cheech and
ones that
Chong.
started the who's on first, what's on third, all that shit.
Yeah,
What's on
yep,
second, and all that. Yeah.
yep. Like without them, we would probably wouldn't have like the comedy duos that we do. You know, well,
Well,
some of them.
I think it was around the same time, maybe before that was the Marx Brothers. Marx Brothers are pretty funny too. Groucho Marx, oh my God, that dude fucking had me rolling. And the humor was different back then, but it's still hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. Back then it was more kind of family oriented, I guess, a
Now
little bit.
Groucho kind of teetered on the edge of being
Yeah,
pretty,
definitely.
yeah.
But yeah, but back then it wasn't. I want to say it wasn't really comedy. Didn't get super fucking raunchy until like George Carlin came along.
Yeah, I think, yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I
And you
think
had
he
Richard
was.
Pryor.
Yeah,
Richard Pryor was another one.
right. They were the ones that would cross the
Hmm.
line. Some would, take a step over now and then.
Oh, George Carlin didn't give a fuck. Neither did Richard
Oh,
Pryor. They both just like they just spoke their mind, and I love them for it.
exactly, dude. And without George Carlin and Richard Pryor, we wouldn't have so many of the comedians that we do.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, they inspired. It seems like anybody and everybody that's probably over like the age of like 30, 35.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, like Kevin Smith, says in The Clerk, the documentary, that his dad used to let him watch George Carlin. So when he became a movie, if you watch Smith's movies from Dogma to like, oh,
That
I
had to
think
have been kind of a starstruck moment for him to actually
it
meet and work
was,
with
it
George
was,
Carlin, though.
Dogma. He had a small part,
He was like
well,
the priest.
he was the priest.
Yeah,
Jay and Silent Bob, he was the hitchhiker. And then
yep,
Kevin Smith was like, let's show him what you can really do when it comes to acting. It was like no other choice at all but to put him in Jersey Girl as Pop Pop.
yep.
And Jersey Girl gets a lot of heat, but
It's
it's only
it's
be
not
it,
it's not what people would think would be a Kevin Smith movie.
no, but
That's the thing. That's what a lot of the hate comes
yeah.
from.
And plus the whole Ben Affleck, Jennifer not Aniston, Lopez
Yeah,
thing from back in the day. People are just kind of sick of them. But that movie's actually really good for
they
a
used to call him Benifer.
yeah, yeah, and it's good for rom-com slash, like
Well,
coming
I
of
mean,
time
if you
age.
Chasing Amy was another one that was
Yeah.
not your typical, but it still was funny.
No, that was the first one that the critics were like, this movie was fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah,
because you didn't see, like, not a lot of movies tackle, uh, like like that world back then, like gays and lesbians and everything.
hmm,
So it was,
yeah. I think that was the first time I was actually tackled. It was Kevin Smith that did it.
yeah, but man, yeah, Carlin was like a huge fucking, larger than life.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But yeah, I
Well,
watched
you
Clerk. He
never.
talks about
Is your Boba Fett stuff out of reach?
the figure is, but the helmet's right here. Hold on one second.
Okay. I want to see the helmet.
So much shit on this desk, dude.
And just quick, I just found out because the other day I went to GameStop. They actually sell stands for the helmets.
Do they? I
I don't know.
haven't
I
seen.
don't know how much they are, but I seen them in there, and I'm like, hmm.
I'll have to check it out. But yeah, here it is.
Oh
The
yeah,
re-armored
dude, that's
Boba Fett.
shiny.
It
That's very
is.
shiny.
It
Have you
is, but it's
have you put it
so.
on yet?
I have, and it actually fits pretty well. I don't know how they do it on the TV with on the show with these because it's
The T visor?
very yeah, it's very limited.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I love this thing. It's
I
so
think the rangefinder is
amazing.
supposed to light up too.
Yeah, this
Yep. There you go.
and then
Because I had an older Captain Rex one from back in the day,
yeah.
and it lit up too.
And then if you look here
Yep.
inside, it's got like the ranging for the missile
Hmm.
on the back and stuff.
Yep.
So it's definitely worth the money. Definitely worth
Maybe the
every
110 that you spent, but not 180.
yeah. 108. Well, at Fan Expo, I seen so many helmets, like ranging from Power Rangers to Mando,
Yeah.
and everybody was wanting like between $200 to $400 for
Yeah.
these things,
That's
and I was
that's
like, can't do
how
it.
it is at fucking cons.
Oh yeah, but
Everything's
it's like,
overpriced.
but people buy them because everything's just so exciting that people just
Yeah,
completely lose.
and the
Like,
vendors take advantage of that.
oh yeah, and people
You're
just
you're
lose.
basically paying for the convenience of not having to worry about it being shipped. You get it right then and there.
Yeah, so they're just like, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. And I did it a few times too. I was just like, let's do it. I was all right.
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
sold, sold.
Yeah, it's very, very easy to do that.
Because
Because you don't really don't want to come home empty-handed. That's the thing.
no, no. And the thing is like when you go, man, like it's these cons are huge, and there's so many people, so you don't really have. You know what? I'll come back and I'll come. I'll think about it and I'll come back,
Hmm.
kind of stuff. Because if there's one, that one can sell within any time you walk away from that booth.
Yeah.
You know
There were a few times when I was in the cons around here that I saw a few things. I'm like, man, if I don't get that now, I might not have another chance.
exactly, dude. Exactly, and it sucks, but at the same time, like you don't get
And then
time for that.
if it sells and you didn't get it, then you get this sudden feeling of, okay, it just saved me money. So
Right, exactly.
there's a silver
But
lining.
like I almost okay. So I got let me put this thing down. 1 second, dude. Uh, okay. So while I was there, I found a actual Masters of the Universe sword, actual metal sword,
Damn.
and
You
I
could have the
wanted
power.
exactly. But like the day before, I bought the like what is it, role playing one, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay.
This one here,
Yeah.
which it's still awesome. This one was 35, so
Yeah, I'm
I'm not
guessing the other
complaining.
one's probably about 500 or so.
No, the other one was only $90, dude.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like,
Dude, I know I'm geeking out quite a bit right now, and it kind of, but it has to do with the sword. So
yeah,
there's a vendor stock in town for like $100. I can get Future Trunks' sword and the
very
sheath.
serious,
Yes,
dude.
and it looks good.
That is like the only sword I did not see at this con was the
Yeah,
trunks. And
yeah.
I looked,
I
dude,
mean, it looked full
because
size. It's like now for $90, I know it's not real, but it looks
Yeah.
real enough. You
Right.
know, you could use it in
No.
cosplay and shit, but there's no way I'm cosplaying as future Trunks. Fuck, he didn't have a beard.
You'd have to shave it down.
I
Adam's
might
like,
have
nope.
I could maybe get my hair that way, but yeah,
Right. No,
if I don't have a beard, I got a baby face and I have like no chin.
I feel that, dude. I feel
Yeah.
that. I feel you.
The
But
beard kind of fills out my face.
yeah. Uh man, my daughter is like, I don't know, dude. She's got the weirdest like sense of stuff. Like, so we're at Fan Expo, and the first thing she does is like we pass like three booths on the way in, right?
Hmm.
Anime, video game, and then there was a booth for fudge, like food, food
Hmm.
fudge. And
I
she's
like
like,
me some fudge.
"You're all right, same." And she's like, "Fudge, ah!" And I'm just like, really? After all the stuff we just passed, this is what gets you excited? Hey, whatever, man. I'm not
Yeah.
judging. So she got like two different kinds of fudge. She got like a watermelon fudge and a blueberry fudge. The blueberry fudge was disgusting.
I
Like,
don't think I would try that. I just want the regular. I'm good with the
right,
regular.
same. That's I'm saying, but these
I
kids.
know, I know.
So she's like, I tried the blueberry. It was way too sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Way. That didn't it tasted like I was drinking like sugar water.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I was like, nope, done with that. And
Yep. It
then
could
you
give you the
remember
diabetes.
exactly, dude. You remember the watermelon Laffy Taffy that had like the candy
Mm-hmm.
seeds in it? Okay,
Yeah.
this fudge had the same kind of seeds.
Okay.
And it was actually decent. This one wasn't too sweet, even though it was like watermelon flavor.
Yeah.
And it had the little candy seeds. I was like, all right, that's cool. I could eat that one a little bit. Not
Yeah.
but the blueberry shit, no. No,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm straight. and and then we came up to like the cosplay swords booth, and I was like I was talking to him, what prices are and everything, and a lot of their stuff was like $35. So I was like, all right, cool. So Journey got the sword from Demon Slayer, and then
I
like
actually started watching that show a little bit.
it's not bad. It's not
It
like she got me like,
starts out pretty fucking tragic though. I'm like, holy fuck.
oh, dude, yes, yes, agreed. It was this
I'm like, fucking Japanese do not hold back.
no, and this is during like the samurai time. So,
Yeah.
you know, and but she's like a huge fan of that show. She found a sword from it that like she wanted, so she got that. And then
That's
like
cool.
we were, well, yeah, walking through the booths, and she found like the cape that goes along with the sword.
Uh-oh,
So
yeah,
she
gotta,
got that.
yeah,
So Sheila was like building like cosplays as we was going along, which was cool because she's always wanting to cosplay and all this. She's getting actually like good with the makeup and stuff.
mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm
Yeah,
always
my
encouraging.
daughter's scary good with makeup. It's like, no, no, you need to just take it
Yeah,
down a few notches.
yeah, exactly. And but nah, man, like it was a good time. And then I met Jeff Anderson and Brian O'Halloran the first day we was there. So that was fun. And
It would have been better if Walt Flanagan was there.
oh, dude, that would have been amazing.
Dude,
But
I imagine you could probably talk with him all fucking day, just
oh
about
yeah, dude.
comics and shit. 'Cause he
Yep.
knows his stuff.
He was
That
like
dude is like a walking comic book encyclopedia.
encyclopedia. Yes.
Yes.
And
You
he
can
is,
ask
man.
him what happened in what issue or whatever, and he'll tell you exactly what happened in that issue.
Yep. And dude, I used to love watching him in comic book, man.
I
Because
know. I
people would
wish
try to
that
be like,
show didn't. I wish it lasted longer. Because
same.
I enjoyed their little podcast chat with Kevin Smith in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what happened in the show and whatnot. There were some great moments in that show that
Yeah.
I just, man.
that was like the ultimate show for nerds, dude.
It was. And it
And
was
it
on
was.
AMC of all channels.
Exactly. And but you know, I used to love to watch it, and people would come in looking for something, and if he had it, they'd try to. I loved that watching him be like, "So you want like if it was like $100, he'd be like, would you take I don't know like 60 for it?" And he'd just be
Yeah. It was like, are you kidding?
like
Yeah.
no. But
And
you know, some
Brian could be freaking just brutal.
exactly. Well, he's the whole reason why Randall even exists. Randall's based off him.
Yeah. Yeah, I could
So it's
see it.
like, and watching comic book man, you can
Yeah.
see it. You're like, that would be a Randall thing.
Yeah,
Like that's
exactly.
such a Randall thing to say. But
But the only thing is I can't picture Brian doing that whole "there's only one return and it's of the Jedi" speech.
right,
That's
like
the only thing I can't see him doing.
no, I think Kevin added a little bit of himself to Randall,
He
like
might
things
have.
he'd want
He
to
might
say
have. But
when,
other than that, yes, I could definitely
uh,
see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
But I mean,
but
it's just amazing how they complemented each other, you know.
they did
And Ming was always the one getting picked on,
always,
which I
dude.
can relate to because I would be the guy that always got picked on too. So that's the one I relate to the most. But
Right,
with Mike being the big Batman nerd, I can relate to him with that.
right.
Walt, kind of, because I don't have nearly as much comic knowledge as that dude has.
No, same. I don't think anybody has as much
He's
comic
got
knowledge.
a lot of people beat
Yeah,
on that.
he knows his shit, man. And yeah, dude, it was just like it was a good it was a good weekend, man. Like we had so much fun, and you know, Jeff Anderson, Brian O'Halloran were awesome, man. And Brian is like
Now,
seems
does
like
Brian
the
still have the beard?
yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Because he looks a lot
He's
like he looks,
Dante, dude.
dude. Every time I saw my comic book man, and they did the intro where they were all like different
Yeah,
heroes, and they showed him as Thor, I was like, that's perfect.
yeah,
He could be
yeah.
Thor.
Yeah. But Brian was like, he's Dante dude, the whole time. Like, you know, he's like Jeff's the dude that's fucking cracking jokes and shit and
Mm-hmm.
making fun of Brian and Trevor and them. And then you got Brian that's like, so you know, how'd you start watching these movies? You know, blah blah blah, this and that. Like, he actually interacts with you,
Yeah.
and Jeff's just like dogging on shit the whole time. But it's funny because
Yeah.
it's Randall,
Yeah.
and but you know, Brian he was really cool, man. Like, and then like we was uh walking past the celebrities and stuff, and he seen me and waved. Like he recognized me from the day before, and I was
That's
like,
awesome.
Brandon
That's
Howard just
awesome.
waved at me.
Yep.
Ah, like fangirled out a little. I was like, oh my god! But yeah, man, it was awesome. And Brent was like, okay, like, whoa,
Yeah.
you know. It's like he remembered me. These are happy
Well, I
tears.
mean, that's a different kind of feeling because you don't know how many people they met in 2 days, and for
Exactly,
them to
dude.
remember you, that's saying
Right.
something. That means they actually care about their fans.
Exactly, dude. And they was like the nicest people you know possible. Uh Jeff Anderson did threaten to call DCFS on my dad.
Oh wow!
Yes,
Like
because he was like,
seriously?
I'm talking to him. He's like, you know, so when did you start watching these? I was like, I watched Clerks with my dad when I was 10.
Oh, yeah.
He's like 10. He's like, what's his name? I need to make a phone call. And I'm like,
So not appropriate for 10-year-olds.
not at all. He's like, do you have kids? I'm like, I do. He's like, have they watched it yet? And I'm like, I'm waiting on an older age. He's like, trust me when I say do it when they're 30.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
definitely, man. And yeah, he was making fun of Trevor, Elias from Clerks 2,
Oh,
like the whole time, dude.
oh my
He's
God.
like,
That
you're
feud is
not,
still going on.
yeah.
Oh my
He's
God.
like, he's like, you're not paying for that guy's autograph, are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna try. I'm going. He's like, it's not worth it. He'll do it.
He likes Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh my god.
he's like, them
It's
they ain't
so
worth it.
awesome to see that the feud goes outside the movie and into real life like that. It's
Right.
just it's oh my
It's great.
god.
You can tell they're all friends because him and
Okay, now you have to tell me about Jay Mewes.
Muse. So Muse, like Saturday and Sunday, this dude was walking around the con, like just checking out booths and shit. And like he tried to get this Chris Evans autographed like half shield from Endgame.
Yeah.
He was like, I got money back at my booth. He's like, I'm good for it. Just give it to me and I'll go get the money and bring it back. And dude's like, no, I'm not doing that. He's like, dude, it's me. I'm famous. I'll be right back with the money. I'm like, that's a Jay. I'm like, that's Jay right there. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good for it. It'll be all right, you know.
Yeah.
And then when I met him, dude, like, you know, he was like a real good guy. He was awesome, dude. Like I walked up, I was Jason Mewes. I was starstruck, dude. Just because those movies, like well, the whole cast I was starstruck, but Mewes I was a little bit more starstruck.
I
I
would
was
be
just
too.
like, you
I
know,
would
I
be
was just
too.
like, oh my God. I'm like, Jason Mewes. And he was like, what's up, man? You know, how's it going? You guys enjoying the weekend? Like, yeah, you know, we're having a blast. And Emma, my my youngest, with was like talking to him and stuff. And he's like, what's your name? And she's like, Emma. And he's like, hi, Emma. And you can see it, like, because I got all this like Kevin Smith stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you can see it like at that moment, since she hasn't seen the movies, but she's seen who Jason Mewes is. It was clicking in her head. Like, this is the guy from all the shit my dad has in his
Yeah.
office.
Yep.
And she was just kind of like staring at him. And he was like, you know, you having fun, Emma? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, it's awesome. Da, da, da. You know, and I'm talking to him and I'm like, man, I can't wait for Clark's story. Like, it's, you know, it's going to be awesome. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, you're going to love it. I promise. He's like, it's probably one of the best out of the three. I'm like, hell yeah,
Oh
dude.
wow,
So,
that's some high praise right there.
right, man. So, you know, I'm talking to him a little bit, and then so they have you've been to cons, like celebs
Yeah.
have the pictures you can pick out to get them
Mm-hmm.
to sign.
Yeah.
I got the one with the chapstick. but he had one of him naked, tucked with Silent Bob's coat on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like,
I gotta have that one. I gotta have that.
I would have, but I'm like, man, we have family that come
Yeah,
over,
that's true.
and they'd be
That's
like,
too inappropriate.
is Jared into some like weird gay porn and met one of the actors or one of the porn stars
Yeah.
or something? Like that's the shit that was going through my head as I was debating on if I should get that one. And I'm like, oh, the chapstick one. I'll just get this one.
Okay.
So uh he signs it, you know, and everything, and he's like, oh, did you do the picture combo? And I'm like, yeah. Well, Brett's the one that has her phone out getting ready, and he was like, what phone we using? And Bert's like, mine. And he's like, oh, that's cool, but I take pictures. And he's like,
Yep.
like 20 pictures on my phone, on Bert's phone, dude. It was so awesome. He's like, we do it selfie style around here, y'all. You
Hell
guys
yeah.
are. I'm like, that's awesome, man. You know, he's like, and I talked to him for a minute, and there's other people behind me, and I was like, he's like, all right, man. He's like, you know, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you as a fan, this and that. And I'm like, no, man, thank you. I'm like, your movies are fucking, like my favorite of all times and stuff. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, man. You coming to the show tonight? Because they did like a panel with like clerks, and then they had like Jay and Silent Bob Gittle. And I was like, oh, we got the kids, so I might try, And then as we was leaving, we got like 15, 20 feet away from him. And he goes, oh, yeah, bye, Emma, in like his Jay
Yeah.
voice. And she
Yeah.
goes, bye. Oh, my God, he remembered my name.
Yep.
I was like, that's awesome, man. But yeah, it was a blast, dude. And Brett, she's not like this super huge nerd like us or
Yeah.
anything like that. Like there's shows that she'll watch and she loves and so on and so on. And she's got like 5 pops. That's of like the Sanderson sisters and
Yeah.
Sabrina, and then like a couple of Riverdale ones, and those are only because like I got those for her for like Christmas, birthday, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. And I kept telling her, I'm like, trust me, these have something for everybody. And she found um she's a hairstylist, or you know what I'm saying. She
Yeah.
found these scissors, dude, and they're the fucking coolest fucking scissors I've ever seen in my life, right?
Hmm.
So like they come in a like a little sword thing,
Oh wow.
and when you pull it out, it looks like a sword. But then you take them and they're fucking scissors, dude. And
That's awesome.
they was like $40, and she was debating on it. And I'm like, if you don't fucking buy them, I'm
I
going to.
will. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, okay, fine, I'll get them. Well, with like cons, I don't know if it's always been like that because I've never bought like actual weapons. They give you a ticket. You go and you pick it up at the exit at
Mm-hmm.
the end.
Yeah. So you don't go around walking around with a weapon.
Exactly. Because somebody might piss you off the next thing. You're in a
Yeah.
sword battle, man. No. But yeah, it
It's all
was,
fun and games until someone has the high ground.
yeah. Yeah. Uh, Found a booth that was selling dark sabers.
Ooh. Man, I really want the Black Series one,
That's what they
but
was selling.
oh, dude.
They had like 3 of them, and I'm like, how much? And he was
I
like,
know there's ones out there that are better and more accurate, but they're way more expensive. Hell, that
oh
was
yeah,
$250.
yeah. The dudes wanted 300 for these, and
Yeah.
I was just like, I have to walk
Yeah.
away. It sucked, but at this, I couldn't see myself like
Yeah,
paying 300
that's Hot
bucks for.
Toys territory right there.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much more to get.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the GameStop I went to yesterday. They have the yellow lightsaber, Gray's yellow
Yeah, I saw
lightsaber,
that too, and I'm like,
and
man,
I know. And I was talking to dude about it. And I asked him, how much it
it's
was, and he's
actually
like,
it's actually very well made. They actually had a cloth wrap around it and everything.
"Yeah,
It's
yeah,
well made. And
it's nice,
you can
dude.
actually take the blade off and display it with
Yeah."
just the hilt,
And
which I
he was,
wish
I
they would
think,
have done that sooner.
right. He said, I think he said it was like 219 or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like the elite.
Right. And he's like, but we've had that thing for like a year. He's like, we just haven't had the right customer come in and be like, this, I need this. I'm like, exactly, man. It's all
Well,
about customers.
there's got to be Ray fans out there. I mean,
Oh
come
yeah.
on.
All right. That's like I told him, man. I was like, you get that one person that comes in here and that lightsaber
And that's
will
going to make
fucking
their fucking year, dude.
exactly, dude. They're like, oh my god, I've been looking for this thing
Yeah,
every fucking
exactly.
where. And it'll be gone, and it'll make somebody's day.
Or who
Like,
knows?
fuck it.
There's fans they just don't have the money to pay for it too. So
Exactly, man. Um, but yeah, dude, and it's don't. I'm not a fan of the sequels. Don't get me wrong,
yeah, I think we've
but that
established that.
is, yeah, that. But that lightsaber is
That was
nice,
cool
dude.
because
That is a
you
nice
twist like
fucking
the top
lightsaber.
of it and it
Hmm.
ignites it. I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit, that's cool.
Like
And
I'm not dogging.
she actually made the hilt from the end of her staff.
Yeah. Uh, like I'm not. I can't dog on this lightsaber because this
No,
thing's actually really fucking nice, man.
it is.
Like it doesn't matter, you know what, fucking prequels, original sequels, whatever.
I'm just
Like
not a fan of the character that made it.
exactly. But that lightsaber is nice, and if I collected those or there wasn't other shit I'd rather have, maybe.
Yeah.
It's nice to look at, don't get me wrong. I'm not rushing to
Well, I
buy it
mean,
myself.
I don't think I'd, if there was a lightsaber from the sequels I'd get, it'd be Kylo Ren's hands down.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
I would want Kylo Ren's and I want Ben's.
Yes. Um, it's just, you know, it
Because he
like I
was
said,
hands down the best character of that whole sequel
he
trilogy.
was, man, he was. And he
And it
was,
still pisses me off that they killed him off.
yeah, same. Same, dude. And that sucked. Because I like he had a good redemption story too,
He
you know.
did. He did, but I feel like Ray fulfilled her purpose, and that was if she would have died, that would have been fine.
Right.
She fulfilled
And
her so-called destiny. So
yes. Uh, but yeah, man. Again, like I said, you know, not dog. I can't dog that lightsaber because
yeah.
that is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, just not for me. But there will be somebody that walks up in there and they will light up like the 4th of July.
Hmm.
You know,
Like
it's nice.
if they do a Black Series Force Elite Anakin Skywalker from
Oh,
Episode
totally
3,
getting that, dude.
that would totally make my day right there. I would see. I was debating because Disney makes the ones that come with a special box, and they got the blade
Yeah,
that you can untach and all that. But
yeah.
then, if I want to get in that territory, I could probably go to like Corbanth or something and actually get like a legit like I
Mm-hmm.
mean, as close as you can get to the real thing without actually being real with the sounds
Right.
and everything. But
Uh,
honestly, I would be happy with just the hilt itself. That's it. I'm okay with that.
Same.
Just a hilt display that says Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
I'm good
Um,
with that.
did you watch Star Wars Theory, right?
Yes, I dude,
Did
I watch him like a little too much.
Yeah. Did you see the one where he bought? I'm trying to think of what company it was. It was nice though. It was
I think he usually buys from Corbanth. I'm pretty sure
maybe
it's
it is.
Corbanth he
Maybe it
buys
is.
from because
But
he
he
got
got
all
the
kinds of sound fonts and different
yeah,
colors and all kinds of shit.
yep. He got Palpatine's
Mm-hmm.
and he got it autographed by
Yep.
dude himself. The
Ian
name, the
McDormand.
placard, whatever.
He was at this. I think that was the celebration that was taking place when they released the trailer for Rise of Skywalker. Because that
I
was
think
the
you're right.
one where he actually came out when they showed the trailer and is like,
Yeah.
play it again in his Palpatine
Yes.
voice. I think that's the one where
Man.
he met Ian McDormand.
Yes. But yeah, man. Let's see. Where was it? Oh yeah. I don't
Yeah,
have
but
the
I'm pretty
words.
sure it's Corbant that he gets his, and he's actually he teamed up with a buddy of his. I can't remember his name, but it's a guy that he used to go on all the time with, and they're actually doing their own lightsaber company.
Really?
Yes,
Dude,
yeah,
that
they
is
are.
awesome.
And I'm kind of waiting to see. He kind of showed off a little bit of what it's gonna be like, but it's not the final
Hmm.
product. So I actually might wait until I see what he's bringing out because it as much of a nerd as he is, it's going to be fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, dude. He's gonna put his all into it. Just like I mean,
So I might
he
just
put his
wait because yeah.
yeah, yeah. Plus,
I
I
might
mean, we
not
saw his
I might not get like ones that look like from the movie because I think there's copyright
mm,
stuff involved
right.
in that. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm gonna wait and see what he puts on the table, and
Hell
we'll go
yeah,
from
dude.
there.
So but I did give Muse a sticker for the night watch.
Awesome.
And he said he was gonna use like, what are you on? And I was like, Facebook, Spotify,
Yeah.
YouTube. Just going down the list.
And
He's
just
like,
to throw this out there, when we do our live streams for the entire Kenobi show, we're doing it on Facebook Live.
yep.
We're Well, I know the first one we're going to do Facebook Live because that's when I'm doing the giveaway. And
Yeah.
that's just easier. The people that comment on that, I'll be able to message them privately to get their address so I can ship out the
Oh yeah,
figures.
man. Yes.
Which
Man, they
it's
are some
the,
badass figures.
yeah, I'm going to show them again just to remind them.
Yes. Yes.
Not even been
Why would
opened.
you not? Why would you not want those?
Yeah, they're not even
I
been opened.
mean, come on, man. Come on now. Why would you not want those?
And the only
Obi
reason
Wan
it's the
Invader.
those versions is because obviously we don't have the ones from the
The
show
yeah,
yet.
exactly,
So
man. Exactly. Those ain't out yet, or else we would
yeah,
have all been
yeah,
trying to find them. I think.
exactly.
Um, I know we've all said we're done with Black Series.
Yeah,
Um,
but you
I'm
got that
done.
boba. You got that boba.
Well, I did say that I was gonna just collect stuff for Mando.
Yeah, that's technically
So
from Mando. So,
exactly, and
and because of you, I went to Walmart and I'm like, I swear to God, if they have a boba here, I don't think I can resist. And they
no,
didn't have them. They just had the
oh
usual. But I
yeah,
was like,
those boba. Okay, so when I first got it, I'm checking this thing out, and I couldn't get the fucking legs to bend, and I'm like, so he just stands fucking there. So I'm like, all right, man, whatever. He's still a cool looking figure. That kind of fucking, ticked me off a little bit, but nothing bad. And then I was talking to somebody on another page, and they're like, "What do you mean the legs don't bend? Mine's sitting on the throne." And he showed me.
yeah,
I'm like, "How the fuck did you get it to bend?" And he's like, "So his shit, the black pants kind of
mhm,
hang over the yellow
yeah,
and hide the joints."
hmm,
He's like, run it under some hot water. It might just be, stiff joints
yeah,
from being packaged. So I did that, and then bam, got him to bend. I'm like, I could pose him in that fucking pose him and Mando did in the fucking, and they're
yeah,
back to back and shit. And I'm
yeah.
like, yes, that's what I wanted.
There you go.
So after that, I was 100% satisfied with my purchase.
Okay. So, while we're on the subject of Star Wars, I got to boom. This is gonna be my next. After
Yo,
Anakin and Ahsoka.
Luke,
Yep, from Empire.
yeah. Dude, oh, I was just about to ask if they had another head.
Yep. The hair piece is actually magnetic.
Oh, so the helmet actually fits on that head,
Yep.
and then you take it off with the hair. Okay, that's
Yep.
badass, though, dude. Now, I always I like the swapping heads that legends and stuff come with, but I always feel like it
That's a
weakens.
good one right there. They have the
Yeah,
background
it
of the
is.
snow speeder.
Yes.
Which there's a company called Jazz Inc. and they're actually building a 1/6 scale snow speeder.
No shit.
It's gonna be, I think, around $1,500.
Wow.
And it's huge. Like you have to have one hell of a man cave to fit that baby in there. And
Oh
plus,
hell yeah.
although it's cool, for me, I don't want to put a 6 scale figure inside of a vehicle when I'd rather display it by
Right.
itself.
No, to totally understand, man. That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, and the goggles go up.
Hmm.
Dude, Hot Toys killing it, man.
Dude, I would have liked it if they would have had like a display base like that right there.
Yes, agreed.
But
Man,
yeah,
that's so awesome.
you can display him like he's on Dagobah too, but I don't, not gonna do it that way.
All right.
'Cause
Oh wow.
yeah. And these are the final product photos. He's already released in Hong Kong, but Sideshow ain't gonna get him for a bit, so I'm just gonna wait and bide my time until they get him in stock.
Hell yeah, dude. He's badass though. So wait, did your Anakin ship yet? I forgot to ask.
Nope.
well,
It's
I,
going on 2 weeks now.
I was gonna say you got the notification that it was shipping, didn't you?
I said that they should have it in the warehouse in the next 10 days, so I'm
Yeah,
hoping it ships tomorrow.
that'd be cool.
Usually, from what I've heard about other people, it's never went over the whole 10 days. So, because I'm hoping to get it before the Kenobi show.
Yeah, definitely. Man, that is badass.
And yes, I'm going to risk it when it comes wintertime and there's snow on the ground. I am definitely taking pictures of this dude in the snow.
Why would you not? I would.
And
Uh,
he'll complete my 40th anniversary collection of Empire Strikes Back because I got the rest of them.
yeah,
Vader, Boba, Lando, and him are the only four that they did for the 40th anniversary for Empire.
yeah. That's a badass figure though, dude.
And now, hopefully, shit, we got to wait another 3 years for the would it be the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith? They'll probably do a 20th anniversary like they're doing right now with Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
Damn.
But I got
So,
it. I got to get in
uh,
Ahsoka. I got nothing on Ahsoka. I don't know what's going on with her.
yeah. So, as you know, I also got something last night that we actually did a special here
Really?
for the McFarlane figures.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
we went in a GameStop before we went to see Multiverse. And I'm just poking around looking through stuff. And I didn't see any like McFarlane like Spawn figures. And I asked them, I was like, do you guys have any Spawn? And they're like, yeah, man, we should have a ton of Spawn over there. I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. Well, dude's like, I just put like, he's like, I just put two Spawn figures over there like this morning, and neither of them sold yet. So he's looking around. He's like, oh, kids, man. Somebody put the Warhammer stuff on
In
all the
front.
fucking in front of all the Spawn stuff, dude. So
Oh
he's
shit.
like, he's like, okay, we got the
I
yellow cape
always look.
one.
Oh, when they're on pegs like that, I always look
Yeah.
behind them. That's where I found a
Yep.
majority of my shit
Yeah.
is because by doing that.
Yeah. And so he's like, we got the yellow cape Spawn, we got samurai Spawn. He's like, and we got who the hell is this guy? Haunt. And I'm like, wait, who?
Who?
I did.
Who?
It's who? It was like Scooby Doo. Who?
Yeah.
But
Where
he's like,
Raggy?
Haunt. He's like, I don't know. I was like, can I see it? He's like, yeah. And so, bam. I was like, I'll take that. Thank you.
Okay,
Um,
so what's your verdict?
I like it. It's a little bulkier than I figured it would be uh, for Haunt, because in the comics, dude's kind of like a Spider-Man size type.
Like he's fit but lean.
Exactly. Agile,
Yeah.
so and so. So I mean, if you look, it's just he's a little bulky. Okay, it's cool. He's
Okay, so does
uh
that affect the articulation at all?
not really. I had to sit here, open figures. Joints are kind of a little tight. Um, but no, but there is something on him that I hated about McFarlane figures. They did it a lot to the DC. I haven't really seen any on Spawn, so it I thought we were safe.
Hmm.
Fucking underwear, dude.
Yeah.
Ah, so it kind of messes with leg
Damn.
articulation. Yeah, and then dude's got it's weird.
Yeah.
But other than that, and he's a little bulky, I'd give him, I'd say 7.5 out of 10.
Damn.
All right.
Colin's not gonna
He's,
like that.
no, um, he's
I might. I
definitely,
actually. I might not pick him up then.
I'd keep your pre order. I definitely keep your pre order because he is a nice figure to have. It's just that fucking weird underwear fucking thing that I don't know why McFarlane does it, but it doesn't with hot. He what I don't understand why he needs it because like I think Collins even said it before. He's a Spider-Man type,
Yeah.
agile, fucking skinny little dude,
Mm-hmm.
and the underwear just kills like leg articulate. Like you can't really. And then when you do like that underwear shit, if you put them in a fur pose too long, that shit fucking molds around and
Mm-hmm.
sticks that way, and then it just looks
That happened on one of the Flash figures because the way he
yeah,
was posing the box running,
yeah.
one
See,
side of it was always bent because it was stuck in that pose for too
yeah,
long.
see, like you put his leg up and then
Mm-hmm.
pull it down, and it does this
Man,
shit.
that sucks because he was on a good roll too.
I love the figure. It's just when I go to pose him, like
I don't see why that would actually. They could have just molded something there. They didn't have to put anything there at all.
right, man. I mean, I would have been okay, like with just like, well, not,
Yeah.
but something just because he's that type. Uh, we got what we got. He's still an awesome figure. Don't get me wrong. I'm more than happy that I found him. It's just with the bulkiness, like, because I mean, Venom's bulky too.
Yeah. He's kind
So,
of in between Venom and Spider-Man as far as
exactly,
bulkiness goes.
exactly. It's just that fucking plastic underwear shit that McFarlane does on toys. And that
Which
just
I thought he got away from that.
same. I haven't seen it since like okay, when he
Like I
does
don't
like
think any of the Spawn figures I have at the moment even have that.
yeah, like when it comes to like old style Superman because he wears fucking underwear out on
Yeah,
his
but I
pants.
mean, if you look at DC Collectibles before McFarlane took over, Multiverse, the Mattel, they molded that in. It was not an extra piece that was put on top. It was just
Exactly.
molded in. That's the way it should have been done.
Exactly. And I was sitting there thinking this morning while I was drinking some tea and vaping and shit, after I got up, like I wonder what it looked like if I cut it off, but then I'm like, no, because if I cut it off, it's probably gonna look goofy.
Yeah, but you can always
So
glue it back on.
right. So I don't know. I'm just like I'm trying to figure out the best pose to do him in. But I mean,
But I
he's
mean, you got
fucking
to remember if you do any poses that his legs are bent, it's going to affect that piece.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. And like I said, he's a fucking awesome badass figure. Like it's just
Well,
this
sculpt
shit.
and paint is the number one thing that McFarlane does.
Oh yeah. And I love him, dude. He's cool as hell. It's just that underwear shit. I hate that.
Yeah,
And that's like the one thing that I've always hated about, McFarlane's because I got one of those flashes and
yeah.
you legit
It
have
was the
to
Barry
fucking
Allen. I saw a couple Wally West flashes the other day at Walmart, and I was like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't, because Wally West is one of my
Mhm.
favorites too.
All right. But yeah, like even this like dude, he could have done this.
Yeah, that's there you go. You would
I
have had more
mean,
articulation and not afraid of anything getting warped
all
because
right,
you're leave it in the post for too long.
all right. It's just, I mean, it is what it is. He's still an amazing figure. Keep your pre-order, dude.
All right.
Uh, definitely because if they would have had, the other ones, I would have probably snagged them up too. But yeah, this he was just
Knowing
behind a
on my
bunch of
luck, I'll
underwear.
probably end up finding it at GameStop before my pre-order even comes in.
Right. I was a little surprised that he was sitting there. I was just like, what?
I
For
get
real?
really lucky at my GameStop for Spawn shit. Like, I found Bloody Violator there. I
All
found
right.
She Spawn, and I
Uh,
think the Clown too.
yeah. Question. How much did you pay for your violator?
I think it was like 45 ish. And
No, because
I'm a pro member too, so I saved $5 right off the bat, and
right,
he said there was a discount on it for some reason, so I ended
yeah,
up paying like 45 after tax.
damn. Because we went to a comic book shop. What the fuck's that place called? Damn it, I can't think of it. It's something the Loop in St. Louis.
I don't know St. Louis very well. I
Yeah,
haven't. We're actually trying to go there to go to the zoo and shit
right.
sometime.
Delmar, was it Delmar Loop or something like that? I'll have to ask Bert when she gets up. But there's a comic shop that we went to called the Wizard something. It was a cool little shop. Well, they had two of those violators, but they wanted like $75 a piece for them.
Yeah, that's too high.
I was like,
That's way too high.
I
Were they
didn't
the
see
bloody ones?
one. They had one of each. They had a bloody
Okay.
one and then a regular.
Well, I was asking because some people think since it's a variant they can charge more.
Right. Yeah, man. But they wanted $75 for both of them,
No,
and
no,
I'm
no, no.
just like, I'll live. Like I was like, because Bert was like, "Oh, dude, that's fucking huge." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, seventy
Yeah,
five
he's
bucks.
pretty big.
Yeah, and I was like, "Dude, I swear to God, Adam only paid like 40 something for his." I'm like,
Yep.
"I'm about to pay 75 for this shit."
Well, that's a good thing too about GameStop. They don't ever overcharge on anything really.
Yeah, uh, not really. I mean, they're usually decently priced. GameStop is, and
Yeah.
you can usually find shit for sooner there than most places. Well,
Yeah.
anymore it seems like. I feel like they've been getting this new stuff in first. Well,
Yep.
besides like Walmart got the Love and
And
Thunder
if you're
label.
looking for the gaming greats of fucking Black Series, they always got those, and they get them
Oh
cheaper
yeah,
than anybody else.
dude,
But
they
the gaming
had
greats, they're exclusives, but they're like the only Hasbro exclusives you can actually find in store.
yeah.
Target exclusive, Walmart exclusives, you'll never find them.
The new gaming greats that just came out. The I can't think of his name. The yellow Darth Maul looking dude. What the hell they
Oh,
call him?
yeah, it's the Night Brother.
There you go, the Night Brother.
Oh,
And
mine's
then
mine's had those for about a month.
yeah, man, they had like 10 of each of those.
I was gonna collect the Fallen Order line, but I was like, eh.
Yeah,
Because I got Cal Kestis and I got the
yeah, I remember you found him.
scout trooper with
Yeah,
the baton, the staff or whatever.
all right.
But I was like, I'm not feeling it anymore.
Nah, I feel you, dude. But yeah, man. I mean, it's just like I got my hot books here. So,
Yep.
and let's see if I can find a decent picture. I will show people what I'm talking about. Because, like I said, he's just, here we go. Like, right there.
Yep.
He's a little, not like, well, he's not like little, but he's not like huge. And then on the back, like, see the poses?
Mm-hmm.
Those are like Spidey poses, right?
Yep.
But like I said, with that Underverse shit, you can't do it. That sucks because that's what main reason why I wanted to get this dude. Besides, like the
Well,
comics
maybe if you
are
do
really
cut it
fucking
off
good,
and put him in a pretty dynamic pose, it won't really show anything.
right? I'm thinking about it. I might you try to look it up to see if anybody else has found this dude and if they've done anything about it. You know what I mean?
There's a pretty good chance that they have. There's a lot of people out there that like to do shit like that.
All right.
And
So
I
I
doubt
might
you're
look
the
it up
first
because
one that got them.
oh hell no. If I was, I'd fucking shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, he's got if he it was found at a GameStop in Illinois, this motherfucker should be able to be found at a GameStop anywhere.
Yeah, because I mean, East Coast, West Coast. You know,
Yep.
if it's in the
Uh,
middle of the fucking country, the East Coast or West Coast should have got them first.
oh yeah, because I feel like Florida and California are always the first to
Hmm.
get shit because the docks and oceans and shit.
Yeah.
So if I can find him in Illinois, go to your GameStop. You should be able to find him too.
Oh, quick thing. Um, if nobody has checked out the new Chip and Dale movie from on Disney Plus, do
Yeah.
it. I finished watching it earlier, and holy shit, the nostalgia, the Easter eggs, cameos you never thought would be anything Disney was in Disney.
Right.
And it's just like old Disney shit that's brought back, and it's just like, holy shit, dude, it was good. And I want to watch it again with my family if we have time today. I'm hoping so.
Oh yeah, man. That's what's
I
up.
think they'll like it.
I'm waiting on for the kiddos to come
Yeah,
because
but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I mentioned it to Brett. When was it? Friday night. I'm like, oh yeah, the new Chip and Dale's movies on
Now,
Disney Plus, and she was like,
when you all do watch it, watch the entire thing. Like
yeah,
when the credits start rolling, keep watching.
mm-hmm. Right. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, I can't wait now.
Yeah.
Did you have you seen Multiverse of Madness yet?
No, I don't think I'll be able to see it. I'm probably gonna have to wait till June 22nd when it's on Disney Plus.
That's when it's coming on Disney Plus.
The day that
Fuck.
the last episode of Kenobi airs.
Wow. Disney needs to get on the Spider-Man thing though, man. I'm shocked Sony hasn't tried to work something, or they haven't tried to work something out with Sony.
Oh, to release it on Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think that's the thing that's keeping them from doing it, but I own it now, so
man, same. I bought it on Vudu when it first came out, like because it always hits digital before.
yeah. Yeah.
And I got like 100 and
Which
some
the
movies on
I
Vudu,
think the
so
Batman is coming out next week on Blu-ray.
is it?
I think so.
Check, dude. I was wanting to get the Target exclusive No Way Home.
Oh
Like
yeah.
every time I go to Target, they don't have them.
Yeah, I think the 24th is when it comes out on. And I looked at Walmart and they got like a freaking collector's edition Blu-ray that comes with all kinds of shit for like $100.
Are you
But
serious?
yeah, I don't want that though. I can't spend that amount of money. I'm just probably just gonna
Yeah,
get the regular Blu-ray.
right. Same, dude. But that's badass, man. I only time I'll spend a little extra is made depending on what movie it is the still books.
Yeah,
Those are those are cool. I gotta
which I got the entire I want to say George Lucas Star Wars saga on Steelbook,
no shit.
Blu-ray Steelbook.
Yeah.
Yep,
Best Buy. Did you get that at Best Buy?
it was actually Walmart.
No. What?
Yep, it was like a
Seriously?
couple years ago. It was a couple 3 years ago, something like that. And I happened to have the money, and I saw them all there. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm doing this.
Hell yeah, dude. I would have too. Usually, well, back in the day, if you remember, I feel like Best Buy was the place that did
It used to
mostly
be,
steel
yeah.
books. Yeah.
Dude,
Now,
I remember going to Best Buy and just playing on the fucking PlayStations and Xboxes and shit, and you can't even do that
yep,
anymore.
man. They had like the biggest selection of movies, dude.
Not mine anymore. Mine,
No.
uh,
Uh, it's like two racks and
and
a
now
little
they got
cardboard fucking
refrigerators and dryers and washers, and I'm just like, what the hell? This is not the Best Buy I remember.
and like they sell action figures and shit now.
Yeah, but I
But
mean, for the most part, you're not gonna find anything you haven't already seen.
right, true. Because I went there when I was looking for who was it? I think it was Mace Windu when he came out.
Yeah.
That special set, and it was just that plain same shit. Because, and you can tell not too many people think of. I should go check Best Buy because
Yeah.
they had shit there that was a little
It's like when people
couple
first started
waves ago.
coming upon Black Series at J.C. Penney.
Yeah, man. I forget they well, I don't know if it's all of them because when I go to the JC Penney's around here, I don't ever see figures.
Yeah.
But
They have
I
like a
mean,
little Disney section.
yeah. But I went to a Disney store. I think it was like last year, um, down in Missouri. Uh, it's like where the mall's kind of outside, but you walk in
Mm-hmm.
to the stores. Well, they had a Disney store there. But like when it came to like Legends and Black Series, like the only thing that I seen
Mostly
that I
Disney store Star Wars stuff is not Black Series. It's like their own thing.
yeah, but they had Count Dooku
They had
and
what?
Black Series.
Oh, Count Dooku?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
and
had
I
him
was
at one
like,
point.
mm,
He's like the only one that came with a swooshing blade.
yeah, and yeah, I've seen. I'm not gonna lie, like maybe one or two of him
Hmm.
ever. Like I feel like he was one of the hardest to find, and he came out later in the Black Series.
Yeah, he did.
Like I think it was like right before they stopped doing kind of like the just boxes
Hmm.
and went to the like the character on the side and shit. It's when
They
they
were still doing the red and black boxes.
right like when they were doing the numbers instead of the
Hmm.
figure art on the side. Like that's he. I think he was probably like one of maybe like
The last
not
ones.
the last one, but close to it. But yeah, the good old days. uh, but yeah, man. I mean, other than that, I like the haunt. Haunt's cool. You should definitely keep your pre-order.
Okay.
Get them in. By then, you never know. Maybe they might fix the shit.
You
So,
got any closing thoughts?
uh, when it comes down to it, just do it. Buy
Okay
it.
then.
No, I
Okay
don't
then.
know.
Yeah, just don't put yourself in debt.
Don't put yourself in debt. That is true. Um, oh, uh, yeah, man. Just you know, don't be too harsh on the haunt figures.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what else, but yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of.
Yeah.
Like I said,
All right.
he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say that you all are not prepared to how much fanboying I'm gonna do in 5 days.
That's
You
going
guys, you guys
down.
don't even know. You guys don't even know. Like, you guys know kind of how I explained it and how pumped I was for Revenge of the Sith when I first watched it, like
Yeah,
17 years ago. This is gonna be on that same level, if not more, because
I
this
had
is
a
like 17 years of built up. Didn't even think this was going to ever happen again. I thought
no.
Revenge of the Sith was the last time we're going to see you and Aang together, and it's not, and now it's happening, and we got 5 days. I just, my body's ready.
My body's hurt. Adam. Adam sounds like he's ready to lose his virginity again.
I just like, fuck, dude. I mean, I am an Obi Wan Kenobi fan, but I'm more of a fan of Anakin and Vader.
Same. And he
And
deserves. I think he deserves this more than
that's
anybody.
actually it brings me to my next point. I actually recently watched a Star Wars theory video, and
Yeah,
he is talking about, if you have any issues with the show, blame the writing, do not go after the actors. And I think that's a point that needs to be driven home,
does it does, man.
because anybody goes after my boy Aiden, yeah, I'm going to say
All
something about it.
I'll say this:
Even
all
even
Aiden,
Moses Ingram, who we don't know who, you know, don't
no,
go after her. If you don't like her character, don't like her character. Go
right,
after the writers or something. Do
exactly,
not go after Moses Ingram. Do not go after Ewan or anybody else in this show. The
right,
actors, they're only doing what they're being paid to do and being told to do. It is not their
exactly.
fault.
Like Aiden played Anakin the way George Lucas wanted him to.
He did it perfectly.
It did exactly.
End of story. End of
And
story.
if you didn't like that, that's not his fault.
That's on George Lucas.
That's on George Lucas. Um, yeah, man. Don't be assholes, like we always say.
No.
Don't leave. Don't be an asshole to
And
the
I'm
actors.
so happy to see so many people embracing it finally.
All right. I mean,
And
I think
mm,
it took the sequels.
I was
Well,
just about to say that. I think it
it
took this.
took it took the sequels to for fans to honestly
It's a
appreciate the
mixture of
prequels.
that and the Clone Wars series.
Yes, and Aiden didn't deserve none of that fucking
No,
hate he got.
Jake Lloyd didn't deserve it. Ahmed Best didn't
Nope,
deserve it.
nope,
Um, Kelly Marie Tran didn't deserve it.
no. It's and you know what gets me is like I don't know, man. Like that was some bad shit. Like some bad shit.
It was
And
bad. It was very
like
bad.
he quit fucking acting because of that.
Yep.
Like that's bad. Like Anakin was always like I've always said I want a what if series of what if Anakin killed Obi-Wan instead.
Or a what if series that Qui-Gon survived and was
Exactly, dude.
Anakin's true master.
Exactly. Like I love Vader, but I like Vader more when it was just Anakin. Like I think oh dude. I think Sidious would have died at the end of Revenge of the Sith if
Dude, if Anakin was in his prime and if he killed Obi-Wan, he totally would have took out the Emperor.
right. I
No
think
questions asked.
I think after Anakin killed Obi-Wan, he
There's
Sidious would have been
actually
next.
on the PlayStation 2, the Revenge of the Sith game, there's actually, I think if you beat the
Alternate
game,
story.
there's an alternate ending where you actually kill Obi-Wan and then the Emperor comes and he gives you your new lightsaber, you take it and you stab the Emperor.
Yep.
Anakin stabs the Emperor, yeah.
All
That's
right.
exactly what would have happened.
I think so too. I because and I don't think could you imagine though Anakin being the main big
Oh,
bad?
dude, that would have been there'd been no limit. He could have done whatever he wanted to do.
No, definitely, man. He would have. I don't think I I I don't know if he'd consider himself a Sith though. Like I think he would have just been like, this is also the way of a true Jedi kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't
You know,
think I don't know. The only reason he was even interested in the Sith is because he could learn the power to save his wife from death. That was the only
yeah,
reason.
that's it. Like,
And I think he only followed that path because he was a slave to the Emperor.
you know,
Now, if he was on his own, he probably would have started his own way.
exactly. Do you think he would have killed Yoda though?
You know what? There's so many variables in that. I think his first thing would be to try and save Padme, his first
Yeah,
goal from the beginning. And if somehow he wasn't able to, he would probably devote all of his resources, since he'd have pretty much infinite resources at that point, to bring her back. And if not, he's just going to use his hate and just kill everybody.
yeah, definitely. Uh, Anakin versus Yoda would have been a good battle.
Yeah. That would
It's
probably
just
be what it came down to after he killed Obi-Wan, and he probably, I don't know. There's just so many things that
exactly.
I don't know exactly how it would go down, because I'm like, would he try to find out where Yoda fled to after he fled the battle with Palpatine?
Yep.
Because if he goes there, that's, and Padme, since Obi-Wan's dead, Padme's ship never left Mustafar,
Yeah.
so she's still on Mustafar, so obviously Anakin would probably take that ship and probably use that to get the coordinates to where Yoda's at, probably fight the fuck out of Yoda, and then Padme would give birth, and he would know that he's got twins. So who knows? He might
All right.
have.
I could see. I
I
could
don't know.
see Anakin asking Yoda for help. You gotta think Obi Wan's dead. Uh, kill
Palpatine's
Sidious.
dead.
Yeah. So he's the only one left that would know possibly anything would be Yoda. And he'd go to Yoda and be like, help me.
At that
I need you.
at that point, he'd be so power hungry after, doing all that. I don't know if he would have been in his right mind to actually probably go after Yoda too.
Yeah.
Because he's got some been up anger towards Yoda. I mean, he asked Yoda for help before, and he pretty much gave him some really bad advice.
No, really fucking bad advice.
Yeah, so it's kind of like on the same level with Mace
Uh,
Windu.
All right. Like Yoda was kind of a dick, but he wasn't Mace dick. He
No,
wasn't make Mace. Yoda tried to help by giving them that's the path to the dark side. Don't do that. Like, Mace was just a fucking complete piece of shit asshole in my
yeah.
book.
If Padme still died afterward, he would probably Luke and Leia would have been raised a lot different. I'll tell you that. I don't know if
Oh
they'd be
fuck
raised
yeah.
like a Sith, but along the same lines.
No. I think they would have learned both ways though,
Hmm.
from a young age.
Yeah.
Anakin would have been like, this is the shit you need to know about being a Jedi, and this is the shit you need to know about being a Sith.
Yep.
It wouldn't have I don't see it being the full training. He would have mixed everything or something, you know. Like, and that's the thing. Like, there's so much potential for what if stories
I
with
know.
all of it.
It's like if they did do that, then people will be wanting more, and they can only do so much. So sometimes it's best not to even do it at all. I think just do it in comic book form or something,
All right. Like
because they kind of did that with Infinities with Dark Horse.
yeah.
I think it was Dark Horse that did the Infinities.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Marvel or Dark Horse. I can't remember.
I'm pretty positive it's Dark Horse
Yeah, but
because
that was some of them were kind of like the one
man,
that Return of the Jedi when Vader came out with the white armor. Yeah, not a fan of that. Wasn't a
yeah,
fan of that.
I think that was just like to please some fans, like
Yeah, I know.
what if Vader would have lived at the end of Return of the Jedi? Then what? Oh, he'd have a white suit because he went back to the light. Like,
Yeah,
would he though?
no. They probably would have outfitted him with something where he can actually show his face. Kind
Exactly.
of a Darth Malgus type rebreather thing that he
That's what
wears.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
And, I feel like they had better. Well, we all know Palpatine put him in that suit to keep him uncomfortable.
yeah. He gave
So,
him pretty much the cheapest suit on the market. He didn't want him to be
yeah,
upgraded whatsoever. He wanted
no,
him to be as weak as possible.
yeah. So it would have, yeah, they would have. I think with, the rebellion's resources,
Oh
he
yeah.
probably would have been
Well, I
close
mean,
to,
if you look in Attack of the Clones when Anakin had his armor placed, his like it actually looked like robotics. But when you see an Empire when Luke gets his, it looks fucking real. So
yeah.
you that just tells you how much the technology is better on the Rebel side than the Empire.
No, yeah, definitely. But Palpatine's a dick, and he
Well, I
wants
mean, I
people to
wouldn't
be
say Empire because
uncomfortable.
Anakin's got his replaced. It wasn't Empire yet, so that
Yeah,
wasn't. But still, I mean,
right. And is Palpatine returning for this show?
I doubt it.
I was gonna say I haven't
I
heard anything.
I mean, maybe in a hologram.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That would probably be the. I don't think a full reveal should be done. I think it should just be like one little scene with hologram. Maybe at the end
Yeah,
of the series,
all
that's
right.
okay.
Do you
But
think
other than that, no.
it'll show Vader killing other Jedi?
Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been
Well,
wondering
see, we
about this
already
stuff.
know that there's going to be another Jedi in the series, and we already know that by the New Hope or whatever, the Jedi doesn't exist. So that's probably the Jedi that Vader's going to kill. And
All
Reva
right.
is an Inquisitor that's not in Rebels. She's
I
definitely going to die.
yeah.
So
I
I
think it would
mean,
be sweet if they show us how Anakin gets his lightsaber.
I don't know.
We
Because in the
could never
comics,
know.
he actually had to kill a Jedi and bleed the
Yeah.
crystal.
Yep.
But it
I
wasn't
just
the
think,
it wasn't the hilt that he had in A New Hope or Rogue One.
yeah,
So, you know, I don't know.
it'd be sweet. It'd just be sweet to
I
see
would
on screen.
rather see Clone Wars flashbacks than anything. Order 66,
Same.
Clone Wars, um, just Vader pretty much dealing with his inner demons because this is like in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So there's still Anakin in there,
All right.
you know.
I I know it's not gonna happen, but I'd love to see a scene where Obi-Wan just punches Uncle Owen in the face.
Yeah, I don't know. Because that
It's,
in that trailer, that was a low, but like you trained his father, or yeah, like you trained his
yeah.
father. Yeah, that's. Whew.
Yeah, dude. Just I
I mean, he's out of line, but he's right.
right. He is, that's the thing that sucks is he's right. And it's like, I bet you got me, but I still won't beat your ass, you
Yeah.
know. But it's just still, man, I can't stand Owen, dude. I
Yeah.
hate that dude. Because I mean he was a dick to
Well,
Luke and
in his own way, he was trying to protect him. He was trying to
yeah,
keep him
exactly.
from becoming like his father. So
Exactly.
he
And
did
you
it
can't
in his own way. Might not agree with it, but that
all
was
right.
his way of doing it.
But the thing is like, I don't know, man. It's just why why even tell Luke about his dad then if you're just gonna be a dick about it, you know?
Well, he told his dad. He told Luke that his dad was a spice freighter, or he was a
Uh
navigator on a spice freighter. Remember?
yeah, that's right.
That's what he told
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. And Obi-Wan's the one that told him
So
he was
pretty
a Jedi.
much, pretty much telling Luke that he was pretty much a nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody
Right.
special. I'm like, dude was partially responsible for the destruction of the galaxy and the termination of democracy as they knew it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm hoping we
and
see Jar
almost
Jar
a
go too.
complete annihilation of the whole Jedi Order.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But like I said, I'm hoping we see Jar Jar too.
I wouldn't
Just
mind
to
seeing some Jar Jar
yeah, because
just to see what
after
he's up to, because I'm
well,
kind of curious.
right, in the comics he became like a street performer.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd do
I
like
mean,
two
even a little scene that shows him doing that or something would be cool.
right, like Obi-Wan walks by and just looks
Yeah,
at him and it's like, well fuck, yeah, you know.
yeah.
Give a nod and then Jar Jar's just kind of like
I
looks away
mean,
all sad because he
this being
knows.
heavily tied to the prequels anyway, I think there's going to be a lot of throwbacks to the prequels.
Right.
And I think one of the biggest ones is probably going to be Qui-Gon.
Oh, you think Liam Nilson's gonna make an appearance?
His voice. Because if you
The
remember, Qui-Gon didn't finish his training,
yeah,
so he can only be a disembodied voice.
yeah,
And that would be
and
so easy to do in the studio. Fucking just bring Liam Neeson in, do a few lines, and that's it.
yeah. And remember at the end of Revenge of the Sith,
Mm-hmm.
Yoda tells him that Qui-Gon's back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we never know.
Yeah.
I
And in
just
the Kenobi book, the book, Obi-Wan is talking to Qui-Gon and doesn't get a response until the very end of the book.
yeah,
So they might go that route too, where it's like at the beginning you think he's talking to himself, he's really trying to talk to commune with Qui-Gon, but he's not getting a response. And maybe like
right.
the very end of the series, he finally gets a response.
You know what I always wondered? At the end of Return of the Jedi, like Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Yoda, show up
Hmm.
Force Ghost. Okay, so they replaced the original Anakin with, Aiden.
Yeah.
Why not put Qui-Gon in there too? It makes sense. But
He
Luke,
still
Luke
didn't
did it.
finish. He didn't finish his training though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's why.
All right,
And it's the
makes you
same
wonder.
reason Kanan Jarrus isn't going to be in there, is because he didn't
Yeah.
do any of the training whatsoever.
All right.
And the only reason Anakin's even in there is because at the very last moment before he died, Obi-Wan, and I think both Yoda and Obi-Wan talked to him and kind of just did a quick, you
Training.
know, quick training thing. I
Yeah.
don't know how, but that's how it's explained. That's how he's able to become a Force ghost.
I seen a thing on YouTube. There's a scene in a book where Anakin appeared to Leia and she pretty much just told him to get the fuck out.
Yeah,
You know, she was just
that
like,
would pretty much be her
because
response.
Anakin and Vader, to her, they're one person.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here.
Say it,
I
man.
got husband and father responsibilities to do, so
I understand. I have uncle responsibilities to do. I got to go to a graduation party at 1 o'clock.
yeah. My son's was last Sunday.
Well, was it?
Yeah,
Hell yeah, man.
it
That's
was lit.
awesome.
It was lit too.
Hell yeah,
Anyway,
dude.
I'll catch you all later. Stay
Uh,
geeky.
Stay geeky, guys.